ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets ready to get this thing started and open the season. Coming out with it, it's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off the play fake on first down. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Well, Jesse, if they thought they were going to fool him by throwing it to the fullback, they did not. Big fella couldn't get started.
Yeah, sometimes these fullbacks, Reese, they're not the most fleet of foot, and it can be easy for the defense to rally to them and use speed to get him to the ground.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. Moving away from pressure. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in a sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Trying to find the end zone. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Moves away as he feels pressure. The sure hands, it's Rodriguez. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The give to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it behind the line, it's Davis. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
From the gun, the ground game. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Now they'll run the draw. Fighting off the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running it to the right. Find some fresh air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back.
And that's a live ball behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Caught behind the line. It's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Fitted in the window for the score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Turns it loose. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Kinsey. Gets it out quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tries to get it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Just a short pass to the tight end. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This is a design run. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Here comes the hurry up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Runs through a tackle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. Got some room, entered to the goal line.
one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
The offense changing the play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. It'll be a draw. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. These corners going to give these receivers some space. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. They try to pop a run on the draw. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Bearcats are in the red zone. Defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Kinsey. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Bearcats! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The throw. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Off play action on first down. Snares it outside, it's Sanford. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle with Sayal. just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The screen, he can go. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. There he goes. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Kinsey. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here comes the option. The pitch.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks up the first down. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. The Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gives it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they grab the advantage, taking the
this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Offense rolls back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gonna run it. It's Gaines. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You can punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence?
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he grabs it. And he goes down behind the line of scrimmage. A tough one to take on that completion.
With the lead, sometimes you can get a little bit too cute on special teams. Trying to fake that field goal was just a bad decision because now they don't get it, and the opponent has an opportunity to capitalize with really good field position and score some points of their own.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. First and 10 from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Davis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this is a big drive for this offense, man. Late in this football game, you need completions, but let's not forget to work the sidelines. Make sure we get first downs. Huge drive coming.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Sayal. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab past the marker. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Makes the catch. It's Powell. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Thanks to grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Gotta find a completion on this one. Under fire. A shot for the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. Not all close games are created